According to a new national survey from Discover Personal Loans, 80% of American consumers are anxious about their financial situation. Joining us today with some tips that may help alleviate financial anxieties and help people feel better prepared for the unexpected is Dan Nickele, Vice President of Discover Personal Loans. Thanks for joining us, Dan.
Thank you for having me. Every year, Discover Personal Loans conducts a survey of Americans to see how they're feeling about their financial situation. And this year, the headline was that 80% of Americans report feeling some level of financial anxiety. What's most surprising about that is it's the same result we've seen for 3 years running. This year, at the top of the list of factors contributing to that financial stress, we heard inflation and high costs of everyday expenses, which I don't think are surprising. Another unexpected result was that Americans don't believe there's anything that they can do to eliminate their debt or to improve their financial situation. And I'm more optimistic. I believe that there's a lot that they can do. We find that people have success by deploying a combination of a budgeting strategy and a strategy to proactively manage the interest rates that they're paying on their debt. So here's what I would recommend. The first step is to get out a pencil and paper and write down a budget. It may not be fun. We know that 41% of Gen Zers that took our survey said they don't even want to look at their bank balances, but this step is critical. So once you have a budget, you get a clear picture of where your money's going and what you could potentially do to reduce the expenses. You might be able to eliminate a category entirely or negotiate what you're paying on something. Once you find those opportunities, if you don't have debt, you want to be able to redeploy some of that savings towards building an emergency fund. And if you do have debt, you can redeploy savings towards paying down that debt more quickly. And lastly, as I mentioned, you want to look at the rates that you're paying on your debt and potentially consider using a debt consolidation loan, like a personal loan, to reduce the rate that you're paying. A personal loan is money taken in a lump sum, repaid in monthly installments, with a fixed interest rate. And so with a personal loan, you might take debt that you're paying at one rate, pay it back at a cheaper rate so you can eliminate it more quickly. The things you want to look for in a personal lender in addition to that rate are avoiding origination fees. Origination fees erode the amount that would show up in your pocket, and you want to receive more of that money in your pocket, right? So I'm proud to say that Discover Personal Loans offers a product with no originations fees. You can find out if you qualify with no impact to your credit score and find a bunch of other great resources on our website at discoverpersonalloans.com.